If media creates so many distractions in our lives, what can we do about it? And what happens when we go without media? In Dr. Eric Jenkins' Media and Technology class, he has students fast from media for 48 hours in the hopes that we might be able to answer these questions. Let's listen to Dr. Jenkins explain the assignment.
Thanks, Laura. You know, Marshall McLuhan, the founder of Media Ecology, once remarked that it's very hard for us to pay attention to and study our media environment because it's what we live in. It's all around us all the time. It's sort of like a fish in water. A fish doesn't know that its environment is water. And so the idea of the media fast is to take us little fish and pull us out of the water so that maybe we can pay attention to our environment for once and really think about what parts of this environment are productive for us and what parts of it might be a distraction or destructive for us.
Like a fish out of water, after the fast, students noticed quite a difference in their environments. Here's what the students reported.
During the media fast, I had extra time to do like outdoor activities and be productive, and it helped, I think, pass the time. Like I went backpacking, so I wouldn't have any media.
Actually, with my extra time, I helped my dad do a lot of yard work because we have a lot of property. So I helped him chop wood and stuff.
I walked my dog, talked to my roommates a lot, basically just stayed outside as much as I possibly could, because if I was inside, that way I would want to use my media outlets.
I went outside for the first time in a little while, got some frisbee golfing under my belt, did a lot more homework than I usually do, studied more than I often do, so my schoolwork and my exercise habits improved.
I started homework a lot sooner than I usually do. Before midnight, I actually got to get it done and got to sleep well.
I didn't have time to procrastinate because I really wasn't doing much, and I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't on my laptop, so I just kind of caught up on my schoolwork, and that was pretty productive. So
I did my homework.
And also homework.
I probably did some more homework than I would have normally.
I got a lot of homework done, which is rare.
Homework, I paid more attention in class. Yeah.
I did homework. I definitely studied a lot more since I didn't have television to distract me or my phone.
I started my homework way earlier. It was kind of nice. Not doing it real late, not up late, not worrying about getting up early in the morning doing it.
I actually felt like I got a lot more done at work. I paid more attention to what I was doing, and I didn't pick up my phone throughout the day to check Instagram or Twitter or what have you.
I cleaned my apartment to the nitty-gritty, so it was sparkling.
I cleaned my room and bathroom top to bottom, spick and span, it was beautiful.
I think the entire world has a phobia of FOMO, a fear of missing out. I constantly thought of things that I didn't know about, or if I'd missed something, and people then worried about me. People were calling my family going, "Where are you? I haven't heard from you." They tell people I was doing the fast.
I learned that you can actually eventually stop caring about it once you get long enough without using it, and you just kind of relate to the people around you, and you don't really worry about the outside world or media or anything.
I'm striving to make changes in my media habits, trying to not check Facebook all the time on my phone and Twitter, and just enjoy the people that I'm around and enjoy my college life before it's over.
One thing I noticed I did change was how walking around campus in between classes, I really try to keep the phone in my pocket now. So look around, enjoy nature a little bit more, people watch a little more instead of just being glued to Twitter or Facebook.
I learned I'm pretty dependent on things that I really don't need.
I learned that I rely on my phone way too much.
That I use my phone way too much.
I spend way too much time on my cell phone.
I rely way too much on technology to communicate with people.
I learned that I rely on media too much and that I'm submersed in it and I don't even realize it.
I learned that technology is not all it is hyped up to be. You can do a lot in your free time.
I think what I learned is that my life is filled with a lot of noise, literally and figuratively. I think technology creates a lot of noise, and so it's interesting to remove that from your life for 48 hours and see the difference or notice how much you actually use technology.
Obviously, since media are all around us and make up the environment in which we live, abandoning media completely is not a solution, if not downright impossible. But perhaps, by pausing a minute and asking just what we gain and what we lose from media, we can adjust our habits in productive ways. Then maybe we can become people who use media rather than being used by media.